So here I have the main entrance for Alexandra Park, main car park from the Oldham side. So if we go towards the gates, there are 3 entrances, and this is one that is the easiest to get to. Alexandra Park is on a hill, so you'll find plenty of steps everywhere and ramps usually around the side. So this is one of the things you have to consider for the course. This is the proposed start-finish straight, so you can see it's a very long, slightly uphill section of the course. Okay, so here we are at the start area and finish area, known here as the Lion's Den. That's where we get a registration. Okay, so here now at turn 1, which we have to turn left, up the path and left again, avoiding the steps. So I recommend a left turn sign placed here in the grass. The course then sweeps to the right, so here a right sign will be needed. Okay, so here at turn 3, at the top of the hill, we're going to turn right, so we need a sign directly opposite pointing right. So at the bottom of the hill here we've got the signpost. We need to make sure runners keep to the right hand side of the path, so a sign will be needed here. Okay, now we've reached the fountain, and at this point here the runners will need to be made to turn left down this junction here, so we need a sign and probably a marshal. Okay, now we're down at the next right hand turn, which is the statue of Rebecca. So the runners need to turn right here, so we need to put a sign somewhere on one of these verges here. Okay, we're partway through the course now, heading back up. To the left is the Boating Lake Cafe, so runners will keep going straight on. So it might be advisable around this section of course just to put some repeater straight on signs. Okay, this is where we'd have a sign here at the bottom pointing straight up this path, and a marshal will be somewhere around about here. Okay, here is a key point of the race. On the first 2 laps, runners come straight up the hill and turn left onto the main straight. On lap 3, they'll turn left here up to Woodland Walk. Now it's very important that we have a marshal here, and using the tail runner as a signal to make sure that they know who to direct where at what point in the race. So going to the top of the hill, for laps 1 and 2 we'll turn left and head back up the straight. And that. Okay, so the major concern here is these steps as you come up the Woodland Walk. So we need some way of just letting runners know about this, have a sign or pre-race brief and the marshal giving some instructions. Okay, so halfway around the Woodland Walk is a constantly uphill part of the course. There comes this crossroad here, we need to have a sign going straight on. As you can see, there's a shortcut to the back of the Lion's Den there. So I'll just have to remind people to keep running straight on. So at this point of the course we want to have a sign pointing right, so it's going downhill. Okay, so we're coming down to this point here, near the end of the 3rd lap. I wouldn't recommend a sign, but the marshal would be normally, I think, stood around about here, because there'll still be some 2-lap people coming round. So the marshal here would just direct people down the hill and to the right, back onto the main straight. Okay, so now we have the finishing straight heading back down towards the Lion's Den. So it probably would be advisable to have the finish funnel on the left hand side of the path, as runners will naturally be on the left hand side coming back up the hill on laps 1 and 2. So there'll be a bit of crossover here, and then the finish will be somewhere around about Lion's Den. Okay, so here's the finish. So runners will come down, and I would recommend that's the registration area for the raining like it is today, and the funnel could start somewhere around about opposite this bench.